So welcome everybody to episode, Carol, help me out, you're good at this, episode 44, is it, of our mastermind, episode 44 of Your Next Level Mastermind. Our topic for today is what are the most important things that you must do every day? The most important things, not anything, the most important things. And for those who are watching, these people here are going to share not only their expertise and their experience and have a bit of fun at the same time, but they're also going to provide links to you so you can access them directly. And I invite you and I encourage you to do that. These people are giving up their time, their effort, their expertise, and for some of them, it's a very late part of the night and it's a Friday evening and they're pooped. So they're still here giving you support. So the least you can do is reach out and use their link and talk to them about some issue that they may have spoken about that is of interest to you. Some quick apologies: Desi Perez, Martha Mock, Anna Robson, Monica, Anthony Pacelli, because I think he's swamped with voiceovers or something. I'm not sure I got that right. Is that correct, Janet? Yeah. And Lisa Anna Palmer, who really wanted to be here, but she's got clients right now, so she can't do it. All right, so let me just share my screen for a moment. For the next few minutes, I'd like your full attention, those who are watching this, because you're going to get information from people who are extremely experienced with what they do. And they may very well be an opportunity that you've been looking for. So I'd like to start our 60-second commercials with Pat. Can we start with you, followed by Jeff Veale?
Well, yeah, thank you, Peter. Glad to be back. Hey, I'm Pat Dreyer, and I'm in network with My Daily Choice, and I show people how to attain freedom through residual income. Now, we offer a turnkey business that you can start for free, and you can start earning a check as early as next Thursday. Now, why do I do it? Most people are struggling and they're looking for change in their life, and they want more time with their family and friends, and they want more money to do what they want to do. So I'm here to show them how to do it. I'm in Phoenix, but we have both physical and digital products, so we serve most areas of the world. Now, if you can do me a huge personal favor, what I need this week, I'm always looking for people who want or need change in their life, and everybody knows somebody who wants to make some extra money. So if you know anybody who wants to learn how to make an extra $600 on up to a six-figure income, send them my way and we'll teach them everything they need to know. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much, Pat. Okay, six-figure sounds good to me. Jeff Veale, followed by Yvonne.
Yeah, hello, it's Jeff Veale here. Name of the company, thebusinessgurus.com.au. What we do, I've done marketing for some 45 odd years. And we do different aspects of your business, mainly involving marketing. Marketing is not a cost, it's an investment. And it's something you should certainly look at. Why I do it, done business for well over probably 45 years. And I love to see people grow. And I've got a lot of experience. I've had 7 different businesses, all been successful. I was looking at one today, as a matter of fact. And I made in 1 week $270,000 in a week of December with my catering business. And I was quite chuffed about that. And I think, can I ever get to that goal again? Why I do it is I love helping people. Location, we serve people in English-speaking countries all over the world. And this week, I'm looking for people who know or want to get involved with LinkedIn. Seems to be a forgotten area for a lot of people. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Jeff, and congratulations on a fantastic month. That is absolutely awesome news. Well done, mate. And you've been sick at the same time.
No, this is a few years ago. I was looking at old records.
Oh, okay.
I went for $1 million and we got 897,000. That was for the month.
Wow.
Wow, I can't get my head around that. That sounds good. That's good. All right, thank you, Jeffrey. Yvonne Jones, followed by Sandy Murray.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Yvonne A. Jones, and the name of my company is My Success Circle Marketing. It's a division that covers coaching, consulting, and identity theft protection. What I do is that I work with individuals and companies to help them grow their business using different methods. And I do this because as a business owner, I was helped to move from corporate America into starting my own business. And I also take a passion that I've had for many years to help others to maintain their business as well. And I am located in Central Florida, but I work with individuals globally. And this week, I'm looking for women in particular who would like to be interviewed or have a conversation with me to share their passion and how they've used this passion to impact others in a 20-minute conversation. I am Yvonne A. Jones. My mantra is focus on relationships and the money will follow.
Thank you, Yvonne. Does that mean I've got to put a dress on to get on your show?
Well, I have the men for November and December, so I'm okay for until next year.
Okay. Thank you, Yvonne. Sandy Murray, followed by, welcome, Fred Gillen. Sandy Murray.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be back with you. Okay, so what do I do? Well, the name of my company is TM&N, Training, Marketing, and Networking. But what I do is, starting from scratch, I show you how to set up and run your own online business, creating a positive cash flow for you. So that's really what I'm all about. Why do I do it? Because I just enjoy working with people from all over the world and helping them get ahead. What I'm looking for is anybody that wants to work with me, looking forward to being their coach, helping them have a feeling of success and grow their business. And I'm there in there for the long haul with them, at least until they make their first dollar online. That's about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sandy. Fred Gillen, followed by Carol Davies.
Thanks, Peter. Sorry to got in a bit late. Another call took a bit longer than I expected. Fred Gillen at More Marketing Ideas. That's what I do. I give businesses more marketing ideas by helping them organize their websites, their email marketing, SMS marketing, any of the tools that help them get more sales and get more leads. So More Marketing Ideas. I'm located in Melbourne, Australia, but I service all the English-speaking continent. So if you're in the US, UK, New Zealand, Australia, anywhere in between, I'm here to help you. What I'm looking for today, actually, I'm helping a client organize a summit for spa owners who want to increase their business. And they're actually located in Austin in Texas. So if anybody's in that area and they know a spa owner that wants to increase their profits, get more sales, and, just learn how to do business better, just DM me and I'll put them in touch with this person and they can attend that summit. So Fred Gillen, More Marketing Ideas. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Fred. And they're going to be located in Texas, is that right?
Yeah, it's actually a physical summit. So it's actually going to be in Georgetown,
right,
in Texas on the 22nd of November.
Okay, thank you for that. All right. Carol Davies, followed by Penny Kennedy.
Morning, everybody. My name is Carol Davies, and my company is called the Passion Motivator Coaching Company. And I work with women who are stressed out and overwhelmed. And we work together to get clarity on what they really want to have in their life, to have time for themselves, their family, and the business, and just enjoy life in general. Because we've all been there and stressed out. And I know I've been in jobs before where the job took over. I was working almost like 16 hours a day, had no time for anything, and I was unhappy. And this is the type of people that I like to work with, the ones that have just reached the end of their rope. And together we find out what really they want to do in life, what makes them excited, and we make a personalized plan and they go forward. So I serve everybody globally. I'm in Canada, but I work certainly through different methods, especially Zoom. And this week, I'm looking for people to check out my new online course, which is called Unleash Your Higher Self. And I'll be putting the link into the message there. And I hope everybody has a great day.
Thank you very much, Carol. I noticed that on your name you've got user Carol Davies. Can you see? You can actually change that pretty easily. I heard Fred explain it to somebody a couple of weeks ago. If you want to change, do you want to leave the word user there?
All you do is you click the three dots above your picture, just the top right-hand corner of your picture, and the three dots, and you can, down the bottom, there's a rename option.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you very much.
So you can do that on any Zoom call.
Thank you.
Okay. Penny Kennedy, followed by Janet Purcell. I didn't say Wade, Penny and Wade. That's what I'm trying to say. When you're ready.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Penny Kennedy, and this is my partner, Wade Noor. We are associated with Modere, which is clean living products, everyday products. What we do is we help people make a shift in life, helping the environment, their finances, living a healthier, cleaner lifestyle. Why we do that is because we're very passionate about people in general, no matter what their goals are. We are located in Saskatchewan, Canada. However, we serve most globally and always willing to help out anywhere we can, all over the world. This week, we're just looking for someone to connect with that's ready to make a shift and try something new and achieve their goals. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much, Penny. Okay. Janet Pacelli, followed by Marlon.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hi. My name is Janet Pacelli, and I'm with Vox Life. I'm an affiliate marketer with Vox Life. We're a wearable neurotech company, and my products are for people that know that a healthy body needs a healthy brain, which equates to less pain, pain management, more stability, stamina, energy. Why I do it? Because I want to help people manage their pain without the use of drugs or procedures. I'm located in St. Augustine, Florida. I mainly serve people in the US, UK, and Canada. But if you really need something and you're not in one of those areas, talk to me and I will get it to you. This week I'm looking for health and wellness practitioners who may want to offer an alternative to their patients for pain management, energy, if they're looking for natural wellness. So I'm looking for practitioners in the health and wellness field. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Janet. Marlon, followed by John Allen.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marlon Cañas. I'm the founder of Tech VA Pro. I help busy entrepreneurs increase their business by taking care of the technical and creative part of their business. I mainly serve clients right now who are based in North America, but I am open to providing my services to people from across the globe. This week, I think I'm good. Fortunately, I think I'll be busy working with the awesome founder of the Passion Motivator, Carol. So I'm dedicating my week working with her. So that's it for me. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Marlon. Did I hear you right? That you don't want any more customers?
That's incorrect, but I mean, yeah, if there are people who would like to, who needs help with their websites, feel free to reach out. I will leave my contact information here with Peter. So yeah.
Thank you, Marlon. So for those who are watching, please make sure you check the links out of all these speakers, okay? They're here for you. They're good at what they do, and they are extremely approachable. All right. Thank you, Marlon. John Allen, followed by Sharon Campbell.
Good morning, everyone. My name is John Allen, Allen Small Business Coaching. I'm the sage of marketing. What I do is I help professionals and service-based businesses that aren't happy with the results that their marketing and advertising is bringing them. What I do is I teach them how to change it, to start getting the results they want so they can build the business of their dreams. Why do I do it? I enjoy helping people. I have had a lot of help throughout my life, so it's my way of returning to others. I'm located in southwestern Ontario, close to the other London, the one that doesn't have the big bridge or the big clock. And I work with people that all over the world. This week, I'm looking again for professionals and service-based businesses that need help with their marketing or advertising. So if you know anybody that could, need some help, let me know. Thank you. John Allen, Allen Small Business Coaching.
Thank you very much, John. Indeed. And welcome for your first time, Sharon. So delighted to have you. Sharon Campbell, over to you.
Thanks. Thanks very much, Peter. My name is Sharon Campbell. My business is Beckenham Dolls. I buy and sell antique and vintage dolls, but the biggest part of my business is a doll hospital. And the reason I do it is I love taking something that's old and damaged and restoring it and making it look like it would have 100 years ago coming out of a shop. I'm located about an hour outside of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And my clients for the sales part are global. And for the hospital, it's all across North America. I have dolls shipped to me. And I think what I'm looking for right now is not so much related to my business as it is just to connect with other small business owners right now.
Wow, Sharon,
And
you
that's it.
actually have a dolls hospital, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Well, I've never heard of that before. Wow.
Most haven't.
Wow. What an unusual and unique business opportunity you've got.
Yeah, it's a very, very small niche.
It is, but I think with people can people access you from anywhere in the world?
Yes, they can. Yep.
Okay.
If they're willing to ship their items to me, then yes. Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And if I identify as a doll, could I look younger at your hospital?
Well, you come on over and we'll see what we can do. I need some help too, though.
I'll be right behind you, Pat. Thank you very much, Sharon. Let me just stop sharing.
My pleasure.
Okay, so please make sure that you put your links in the chat area there, and don't forget to click the 3 dots to save them before we finish, all right? And because we've got a relatively few number here, I think we won't split into groups. Is that okay with you? Can we just do that from here and discuss our topic from here? And the topic is, what are the most important things you must do every day? So I don't want to control the conversation. I want you to say what you want to say, but who would like to start the conversation? Penny, over to you.
Well, for me, it's very much personal development. It's finding something to be grateful for first thing in the morning. And I focus on that as my day goes south usually, because I love my job. So then I just have something that I can focus on for gratitude. It's also having a good night's rest and doing my workout. Wade can vouch, if I miss my workout, I'm really hard on myself, and then I'm really hard on everybody else around me. It just feels like I failed. So for me, that's a big thing, because if I'm not in the right frame of mind, I can't give my best to my customers or to even my friends or family, right? So that's a huge thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else?
Well, business wise, yeah, you got to connect with people. It's more, it literally is more about my mindset. Because if I'm in a crappy mindset, I'm not going to connect with people. I'm going to feel crappy about myself. I'm not going to give the service that I feel they deserve, and everybody deserves that. So for me, that's a huge, huge thing.
Okay, makes sense to me. Who's next?
Yeah, I'll go next. Yeah, so I always remember that this is a home-based business. And, you know, it's all about, you know, either you're working from home or you're working, you know, somewhere else for somebody else. So what I have to remember in the morning that I got to get to work. So the first thing I got to do is I got to get on the computer. And because my business is online, I have to start thinking about what is the most important thing that I do. And the most important thing that I do is go in, check for my leads, prospects. Like I'm more like a lead magnet, so people come to me. But then my job really is to follow up with them and really, you know, most important, start a conversation with them. And in my case, I like to think of moving them from, you know, a prospect to a friend to a customer. And let me tell you, that's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. So I enjoy doing that. So that's probably certainly one of the things that I do first is make sure I touch base with new prospects or new leads.
So, and when you do that, Sandy, how do you do that?
I do that with what I like to think of as permissional based, I'll call it lead generation or permissional based marketing, which is really the first thing I do is I have to remove selling from my head. I have to remove, you know, anything to do with selling. What I really try to focus on is I'm building a positive relationship with a stranger. And that takes some work, but it's not that hard. You would do the same thing if you met somebody sitting at a bar and you introduced yourself and then you start chatting with them. At that stage, you wouldn't be talking about, you know, your business at all. You'd be trying to at least build some type of relationship, or you know, like I say, is trying to create a new friend. So I like to think of it that way. And I don't think about the next cycle as, you know, oh, okay, now I'll turn them into a customer. I actually let that evolve. It just evolves automatically. If there's a fit, there's a fit. If there's not, there's not. But it doesn't mean that I still don't have a lot of friends that I just chat with and help them in other ways, maybe with their marketing, maybe with a personal problem as well. So I think it's like they say, it's all about relationships. And to me, it all starts with having a great conversation with people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who else would like to contribute?
I'll go next. Basically, what I look at is I do a lot like Penny and Sandy. Start out my day with gratitude. I tell people I look down, I can see my tootsies, I'm ahead of the game. And you have to have something to be grateful for. There is so much crap going on out there in this world that we all need something positive and what have you to think about and rely on. The other thing, like Sandy, I believe in building personal relationships, because if you're just transactional, people will drop you like a hot potato over nothing. You have to have relationship marketing. And when you've got that, then if something, there is a challenge comes up, people are a lot more forgiving. And like I say, people will drop a transactional right on the spot, but not a relationship marketing. You know, people will hold on to that. I do that again, like Sandy, talking to various people. I use LinkedIn, and there's a lot of incredible people there. You can meet a lot of really neat people. Some are going to be prospects, some are going to turn into clients. You know, whether they do or they don't, the whole thing you need to do is build that relationship first. So that's basically how I do my business.
Okay, thanks, John. Just speaking of LinkedIn, food for thought here. When people reach out to me on LinkedIn, I mean, I normally leave a voice clip, and even if it's a text clip, and this is basically what it is. It's simply, let's say it's you, Sandy, you're reaching out to me on LinkedIn. I'll say, Sandy, thank you very much for reaching out. I'm curious, where would you like this conversation to go from here? I'm open to suggestions. Okay, quite often I'll do that. What am I doing?
Opening the door.
Yeah, just opening the door, but just taking it any direction.
Yeah, and I'm empowering them to take the next step, all right? Because I know in my mind what step I want to take, but I want to hear what they've got to say as well. Does that make sense? So it's the reverse of what most people do when they connect with people, because they normally say, I've got something for you. I'm asking them where they want to take me. And if they say, I want to get on a call and talk to you about my super duper blah, 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 I will say, woo, let's stop a moment, okay? And I'll then take them down the journey I want, but I give them the chance first. That's what I'm saying, okay? All right, that was just an aside, just because John mentioned LinkedIn, all right? Who else would like to contribute?
I'll
Fred.
jump in. Yep. Look, I've been married for quite a number of years, 40 plus, and one of the things I have to do is look after the other half's business. So the first thing crucial for me in the morning is to check out her emails and find out what orders have come in and react to those. So, and that keeps me alive, because otherwise I'll be dead if I didn't do that. So I just got to look after her stuff and get that out of the way. That's the first thing I do every morning. And then I look after my own emails and respond to any questions or orders or anything else. And then I'll have a look around and see if there's any lead generation that I want to do based on what I've heard the last day or what the topic is that I can actually start to have a chat to people about. So, but number one is look after the missus's stuff first.
Smart guy.
You know, Fred, that reminds me, because there used to be, I can't remember the name of it, but there was an English television show, and there was a phrase that was used, she who must be obeyed. Okay, can anyone recall?
But was that Alf Garnett?
It could be an Alf Garnett, I don't know, but she who must be obeyed.
Absolutely.
That's what it reminded me. Yeah.
100%.
I'm not, by the way, I'm not having a crack at any mums or any wives. Sorry about that. I'm just quoting a television show. Okay, who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm not going to list all 5 things or 10 things. I'm just going to list 3. And the first one for me has been a practice for many years, and that is creating my to-do list the night before. Yeah. First of all, on the weekend, on a Sunday evening, if I don't get it done by Saturday night, it's usually a task I relegate to Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, that I create a plan for my week. I know all the major things that I have to do, and then I put them in my planner, and then every night before I go to bed, usually before I walk out of my office, I will look at my calendar, it's right here, my planner here, and see what I need to get done tomorrow. Then I also put the 3 priority tasks, the 3 that are most important. Sort of like Brian Tracy's Eat the Frog. I never used to do this. I would put off the ones I don't like to do. I do them in the afternoon. And I find at the end of the day, they're still there. So now I've had to force myself, train myself to do the ones that are not so ones that I like. I do them first. Then brain dump. Brain dump is not something I do every day, but at least once a week I do a brain dump. Because why clutter my brain? Why have everything in my brain? And somehow we forget it. If you don't write it down, you forget it. Like the other day, I had this brilliant topic for a productivity program I want to create. And for the life of me, I didn't write it down. I can't think of what it was again. The brilliance hasn't come back. It's just one of those flash things. And my morning devotion, of course, is critical. It anchors me and sets my tone for the day. That's my Bible reading, my daily text, my prayer. That sets my tone. Penny talked about gratitude, and John, different ones of you talked about gratitude. And Sharon knows that because she and I have been partnering on this to try to create a gratitude journal, little journal class, not really a class, but a journal group, because I've come to appreciate that journaling is very, very valuable. Even though I've known of it for years and I've started and stopped, and we both have the same sort of experience, but we're trying to be consistent. So those things are what I would say that, for me, they're things that we need to do.
Thanks, Yvonne. Let me ask you this. You mentioned that it's easy to put things on a to-do list or on a calendar, but to put them, but they just don't get done because of a variety of reasons, right? And often it's because there's a bit of a challenge sitting in there, correct?
Yes.
So how did you turn yourself around to make yourself do those things?
You know, Peter, a lot of it's not just me, but I mean, as I learned over the years the importance, because they're important things. So this is why I now have a priority list. So I was trained many, many years ago when I was in a particular skincare line. While working in corporate, I started my side hustle. And they always said, write your 6 most important things to do. And I did that for years, and things would get undone. And I recognized all 6 are not most important. Out of that 6, you may have 2 or 3 that are most important. So I formed that habit a long time ago about writing it down, but then I had to force myself because I'd find that I put off the things that. So I had to, through learning, through coaching, through reading, personal development, as you mature, as you age and you mature, you grow in experience and wisdom. And just one quick thing I want to share, because who is it that talked about LinkedIn? One tip I want to share with everyone, I don't know if you all do this, but one of the things that I have found very helpful with LinkedIn, if I'm on a Zoom call and say I see Peter's name and I look, Peter sounds like somebody I want to connect with, or Pat Dry sounds like somebody I want to connect with, I'll go to my phone while I'm on the call and I look and see if Pat or Peter, if they have a presence on LinkedIn. Then while I'm still on the phone, I will send a quick message. Hi, Pat, we're both on so-and-so's call. Would love to connect. That creates breaks down the barriers, because they tell them immediately, we're on such and such a call. Would love to connect. And so when they get that message, if they check their messages, oh, yeah, I did see her. And so.
Okay.
I got the greatest example of that was from Jeff the other day. He gave out a 3-word statement. And it says, do it now. And I've got that written down everywhere. And my God, has it helped. I got the bathtub caulked. I washed the kitchen floor. I washed the bathroom floor. I am so sick of that, Jeff, that I'm going to remove that from my list. I'm doing too much. I got to slow down. No, it's a great one. Do it now. I think that is such a powerful tool, and I'm using it. I think I'm overusing it.
No, I think Janet just wrote that down. Is that right?
You can come and do mine now, Sandy, if you like.
Thank you very much, Yvonne. By the way, one last question to you. When you say brain dump, are you saying you actually physically write things down or do you use a thing like Evernote or some sort of thing online? What do you do?
Whatever it is, whether it's Evernote, which I haven't really used, I put it on. I have a file online, but I also like to handwrite, and I write it down. Take it out of my head and write it down.
Okay. And one last thing. When you're talking about calendars and the 3 most important things, the thing that helped me was to put them in my calendar. Okay. And I mean, you're fooling yourself. If you have a calendar and ignore the calendar, well, what's the point of being in business, right? That's stupid, right? So by me putting them in the calendar, I forced myself to do some things that I really didn't want to do. I really didn't want to do them, but I know I had to do them because they were important. But you know what happened when I did them? I felt unbelievably good. Okay, that's food for thought. All right, who's next?
I'll have a try at this. Basically, most of you have covered what I want to talk about because it all comes from the school of common sense. But like Yvonne, I write down, I've done it for years, the 6 things that I want to do the night before. And I'm not a great believer in some of the stuff they talk about. However, for some reason in the morning I wake up, half the problems I had are solved. So I don't know how your mind works while you're sleeping, but in the morning the problem doesn't look anywhere near as big. And I always tackle the hardest one first. And then you sort of feel pretty good. It's all downhill from there. It's pretty good. I try and learn something new every day. And I've got some bad habits. When I wake up, the first thing I do is pick up my phone. And because I work for myself, I can stay in bed for an extra hour and do a lot of my work on the phone, like Facebook posts, check things, reply to people, etc. But once I get up and have a shower and have breakfast, I get moving. Like Sandy with the relationships, it's funny, Sandy, this week I was talking to my team members about this, and because English is not their first language, I had to try and use an analogy, but most of them are pretty smart people, but I use the analogy anyway. I live in a very good part of the Philippines, very upmarket part, where there's a big shopping centre right next to us, and you got actors, actresses, all the beautiful people in the area. It's a very rich area. And I said to my team, if I went over there and I asked 100 girls to marry me, how many would I get? And, you know, they said, oh, 20, 30? I said, no, you might get one if you're lucky, or none, right? I said, however, if I walked up to 100 girls in the shopping centre and said, hey, hello there, I'm new to the area, would you like to sit down and have a cup of coffee one day? You might, in fact, get 20 people who will say yes to that if they're polite. All right. So from a marketing point of view, you've gone from nothing to 20% in one go. And then you can work on test and measure and improve that to the next step. And in fact, those people you have coffee with, that can become a dinner date, whatever, and it could lead to marriage down the track. So it's all about building relationships. Then I've noticed over the last, few years, I've stopped chasing money. I used to chase money. I used to have targets. My target was 5,000 a week for me. That was always my target. Some weeks I got 8,000. Some weeks I lost 2,000. But my overall target, which I've always achieved for the last 20 years, was make myself 5,000 net a week. And what you don't know about me, guys, I was a heavy gambler. What I used to do is to put 2,000, I used to call it the hole, put 2,000 away and play with 3,000. So if I won 10 or 20,000, more money went in the hole. If I lost 3,000, I'll wait till next week and have another bet. If I didn't bet, I wouldn't work. I work for a reason, I have a passion, and that passion was gambling. So I've stopped chasing money, but I keep watching the score. So now I'm target orientated. I want to, with my calendar, for example, I want to see X amount of people per week, and I want to get a few to come on board, a set target for myself every week. If I don't get that target, that's okay. I adjust it for next week, all right? Because you have your ups and downs. The voice clip idea from LinkedIn was very good from Peter. That sort of stuff works. And my do it now, I put up a post on Facebook and I said to people, you're going to hate me with this saying. And the saying is, do it now. So you're on the lounge watching TV, you look across at the plants, they look a bit dry, get off your ass and go and water them. Then it's done. All right. And then you've started watering the plants, then you see the dishes haven't been done. Oh shit. All right. I'll do them. And then it sort of goes on and on and on and on. And you get to extremes, but to do it now, it won't leave your head. It's a great thing. Excuse me. And then the other thing I do, like Yvonne, I don't write things down. I'm too lazy. You'll laugh. I send myself emails. So I might be down a rabbit hole and I see something and I'll cut and paste it, or I'll write myself a note. Like Peter just mentioned, or someone mentioned Evernote. So I sent myself an email, check out, I don't use Evernote, so check out Evernote to see whether it's something I would develop the habit and use. So in summing up, guys, all of this comes back to the school of common sense. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Jeff. But you made some very good points. And in particular, you were also willing to learn, right? That's the key thing about you. That
Every
keeps you
day.
young.
Every day.
Yeah. And by the way, Evernote, two things about that. I'm a technophobe. One, it's free, and two, it's easy to use.
Good.
All right. It's the next best thing to an exercise book.
I gotta water the plants.
Do it now, Sandy. Okay, who else?
Carol, Sharon, you want to go first, or? I guess
So I have to unmute myself here.
There we go.
You going, Pat?
No, go ahead, please.
Okay, the only thing I was just gonna add is basically time to myself. So if I don't have time to myself every day, I'm useless. So I make a point of getting up early so that I do have at least half an hour or an hour just to let my mind breathe. And besides that, I think Yvonne pretty much covered everything else.
That's a very good point, Sharon, because too often we don't do that. Okay. And maybe you don't have to do it once, you might do it regularly throughout the day, because you just can't keep going all the time and expect to be productive and efficient, because you're fooling yourself. So there, that's a great point, Sharon. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Next, please. Pat?
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I looked at this different, and as in what your question was, most important thing to do that you must do every day. And I thought more of Jeff being sick, where there's certain things that even sick, you still have to do something out there, because you can't leave your business just sitting there and people waiting on you. So I looked at it differently as minimum daily activity, and mostly, like Penny, like everybody else, practicing gratitude. And it's, but the practicing gratitude part has really become second nature. Once you start doing it for as long as I've been doing it, it's something that when you see a situation, you just instantly become grateful for the things in your life. And so, like the air I breathe, I mean, it's just simple things like that. So practice gratitude. And that's something like I say, is done throughout the day. And the other thing I do is I read my goal card. I read it in the morning, I read it at night before I go to bed. And then I've got it in my pocket. And every time I touch it in my pocket, I know it's there and it hits me in the head. And I know what I'm doing. But the other things are personal development, follow-up is a must. So, I mean, and then talk to one person about your opportunity. And so that's why I'm saying this is a minimum daily activity. So if you want to take a day off, or if you're sick, there are still certain things that you must do for the day. And those are pretty much the ones for me.
Okay, thank you, Pat. Who's next?
I guess it's my turn now. So unlike you, Peter, I don't have a cow that pretends to be a dog. I have a male Labrador dog. So I wake up very early in the morning, 4 o'clock. Wow. So every four in the morning, I walk my dog. We do a combination of running and walking for about an hour, and then when I get home, because I mentioned this to some of you here, I'm very bad at, although I'm good at what I do with my skills, I'm very good at building websites and all those kind of stuff, graphic design, and but I'm very poor at the marketing, part of my business. So I've been trying to improve on that part lately, and John Allen and you, Peter, have been both very helpful to my development. Every day, every time I receive your emails, newsletter, I'm very happy to read them, and I am also reading a book right now by Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference. So I believe some of you here knows about that book.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm just trying to, to improve on building my marketing skills so that hopefully it can, lead to getting more clients, being a more, building a more effective and, genuine relationship with my existing clients and so on. So, and yeah, I am also very, very glad to be here right now, learning. There's a lot of wisdom right now. I it's kind of, overwhelming somehow, and I'm just trying to digest it. And
All right, Martin.
rest
Don't
assured,
worry.
guys, that I'm learning a lot today.
It's
So
okay.
thank
We'll
you.
we'll send you an invoice, mate. No problem.
Sandy actually has so much wisdom, he's getting some of it yanked out of his head.
Yeah.
That's true.
Who hasn't shared yet?
I haven't. Oh,
Janet.
okay. Well, most of my beliefs and my morning routines have already been mentioned, but I will elaborate on Yvonne's brain dump. It is a fabulous little exercise. And anytime your brain is just going in a million directions, whether it be business related or personal, sometimes I'll just pull up a Word doc, an open Word doc, and just start typing. Sometimes it's on pen and paper, but a brain dump. And then usually I just delete it. It's like it just gets it all out, and it's really a fabulous exercise. So with that being said, my morning routines are pretty much the same as others. I focus on starting with some gratitude for things I already have, gratitude for future items I'm going to have, and putting myself in a place of gratitude. I always do a little bit of training, whether it be try to read, even if it's just a paragraph out of a book I'm on. I'm actually reading The Habits. What's the Habits book called? I can't even find it. Atomic Habits. Great guy.
That one.
Great guy. Atomic Habits. I've learned a lot of great things. And Bob Proctor is a fabulous mentor of mine. I am in a 30-day challenge right now. It's almost wrapping up, and every day you watch a little video and it just gets my mind going. I've learned a ton of skill sets and evolved my mindset. So pretty much that's it for me.
Excellent. Anybody else?
Well, I guess I haven't shared yet. You can go ahead, Carol, if you want.
Carol.
Okay. I'm in agreement with a lot of the things that most people have said, but the thing that I have to start out my day with is having some time to interact with and take care of my dear little kitty cat. She's called Zoe. She is a focal point in the family, and she has to make sure that she makes her presence known and she gets taken care of first. So that's absolute number one priority. I'd love to put myself first, but unfortunately she usually wins out. So we get that taken care of, and that starts a day off with a real big smile. I like to start my day out very positively, and I do take time for, thinking about things I'm grateful for, and also ways that I can be of service in the day, maybe to someone, or I'm a volunteer in a couple of organizations, what I'll be doing in the week to do something for that. Because in the family I grew up in, my parents were very, very service-oriented and volunteered quite a lot. And that just has become part of me. So I always take time for that because I'm so grateful for all the benefits I have, and I like to make sure that I can, contribute something or make someone's life a little bit better as well. And the other thing is I love to go on Facebook every day, and I have a thing I call my daily mantra that I put up. It's like an inspirational saying, and I do them. And, I write them a few ahead and things like that. And I get such fun out of them. And I like to interact with my Facebook friends, the regular ones, and then make contact with others. I take time every day on Facebook to wish my different followers a happy birthday, like that they notify you of who of your friends have birthdays. So I do that. And I have come across the most amazing people that on the list that I have, that you look at what they do and I go, oh my goodness, and interact with them. And that just makes me feel so happy just to be able to put a really positive word their way. And I guess really it's making sure that I do take time for myself, but making sure I have contact with other people, because especially now with, everything going on, not as connected physically with people the same. And I find being able to, through Zoom and other things, so important to keep personal contact. So I'd say those are the important things right now for me.
Carol, that's interesting you talk about birthday. I mean, I actually sing happy birthday to people, right, on voice clips. And I am the world's worst bloody singer, right? But it's just to correct the ice with things, okay? And I will sing them happy birthday, and I'll say that's enough for me because I can't sing. But, I hope you have a great time celebrating with friends and family. And I always get a reaction out of that. And that's also part of my mantra, to use your terminology, Carol, because my mantra is to create a memorable moment with everybody I come across every single day, if I possibly can, all right? And one of the ways is to do that. I mean, sure, I make a bit of a fool of myself, but I mean, who cares, right? It's social media, have a bit of fun, right? Okay. Who else?
Hey, Peter,
yes.
Real quick, that using the birthday is also a great way to clean up your list, because if you can't get responses to something, it's time to say goodbye to them.
Good point.
Right.
Very good point.
Exactly.
And the other thing, coming back to you, Pat, because you actually took a slightly different twist to the actual topic, which is what must we do what are the most important things we must do every day? Because you had the emphasis on must rather than most, right? When it comes to that, okay, and it doesn't apply, maybe, Sharon, when you're looking at dolls and doll hospitals and things, I'm not sure about your business potential, but there are 3 things we all must do every day, right? And apart from gratitude and everything else, one, we've got to generate leads, right? Secondly, we've got to convert those leads into customers. And thirdly, we've got to nurture those customers into advocates. If you're not looking at those things every day, then your business is not going in the right direction, okay? Now, I'm just simply saying that you must be doing some sort of actions every day that allude to some of those things, because otherwise you can be as grateful as you want. But if you're not doing that, you're not going to have a business. That's what I'm saying. All right. So I didn't mean to come on too strongly about that, but it is important to be honest. That's all. Anything else?
Oh,
Real quick.
Wade wanted to say a few words.
Go ahead. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the only thing I was going to say is, well, obviously the most important thing to me is to have my coffee first thing in the morning. Without that, I'm pretty much useless. Well, useless most days, but but the big thing is just, I try to connect with people, be real, be honest, be truthful, and more get to know them, not try to sell them. It's to be servant, like to, find out about them. It's not always about me trying to get them to talk to me. It's me, I want to talk to and listen to them. So it's, yeah, like everybody else covered pretty much everything already, and having downtime, having your own time, and getting, uncomfortable, doing the uncomfortable things, and, getting the mundane stuff out of the way, and getting on, just enjoying your day. And when you're happy, you make people happy.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Thank you very much, Wade. Anybody else? Well, I want to say thank you.
A quick point, if I could.
Yes.
I'm pointing down because Jeff's over this way on my screen right now, but he brought up a real good point as far as his list. He writes it down and all of a sudden these things are answered for him. But one of the, and Janet, you're going to like this, one of the the great things about Bob Proctor. He says, you know, there's an answer for every question. So if you actually ask the questions like Jeff did at night, your subconscious is going to pick it up, and even during your sleep, it's going to answer the questions for you, which is why three of them are already answered when he wakes up in the morning. So it's something that you might want to practice, and that is ask the questions to yourself, and you'll be surprised how many of them get answered through your subconscious mind.
Yeah, no, he just forgot the questions in the morning. That's all.
Oh, okay.
But
Hey, guys,
but
another
just on
thing
that-
that
on
I
that
thought
point,
of,
do you actually write the questions down to yourself, Pat and Jeff?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, thanks.
another thing I thought of that I do, and it's not daily, but it's every once in a while, like I've reached out even to people in this own group, like Janet and Pat and stuff, and Pat Kern and whatever, just to bounce an idea off and kind of like brainstorm with each other, or you think it might be a good idea, but you're not quite sure. And you just bounce it off and have a quick message chat or messenger back and forth. That seems to really help for me.
Okay.
Mini mastermind.
Very mini.
All right. Well, look, thanks. There's a lot of ideas there. And for those who are watching, please make sure that you've got your links in there, everybody, and click the three little dots to save it. Okay. For those who are watching that, please, you hear what they had to say. Whoever it was that related closely to you in terms of the ideas that you think you could reach out to them, do it. Don't just watch this, okay? One of the comments made was by Jeff Veale, do it now, right? So if you're watching this and you're thinking about contacting anybody on this screen, do it now. That's my message to you, all right? Do it now. And speaking of you, Jeff, over to you, because thank you very much. You are the person who is providing not one, but 2 awards tonight. So I'd like to pass it over to you, Jeff.
Okay, thanks, Peter. I've got to remember what they were now. One was branding, correct? And the other one was?
Do you want to share your screen and show them?
Yeah, I got to remember what they were. Pete, 1 second for me. How do I share the screen? Bear with me.
Click the green thing at the bottom.
I see that. There we go. So I'm assuming I'm sharing a screen. No,
Not yet.
Not yet? That's strange. Hang on, share.
There you are.
I am?
Yeah.
I see. Good. Okay, now
Oh
we go.
my goodness gracious me. Look at
wow.
that green.
Man, I thought my screen was messy.
Is that one computer or a whole series of them?
No, it's a mainframe. No, I'm kidding. It does need cleaning up. My VA can't work with it, but I can. I should put it in alphabetical order. It's funny enough, it's all important stuff, and I find stuff daily, and I go, "Wow, that's amazing!" And it was something I put there 2 years ago, you know. But it works for me, you know.
Right.
Like the old saying, "Ask a busy guy." Funny guys, I was thinking the other day with my clients when I was sick for close on a month. I didn't charge. I sent them all a private message. Any of my clients. And the reason being, I said, even though I've got a good team of VAs and staff here, backup support, I said, look, guys, it's like this. If you pay a good lawyer, let's say more, but $300 an hour, and you're getting one of my people working on it for $15 an hour, you're not getting me, are you? So I believe you didn't get value that month, even though we did a good job. So there was no charge. Anyway, let me try and find this stuff, guys. Artist done. This way. Go over here. I'm
just blown away with this screen.
Yeah, we'll have a chat about it one day, Pete. I'll show you.
Oh Lordy, my computer couldn't handle that many things. It'd die.
Okay, here we go. What about wait you see this part. Look, you know, on it goes, right? Just got to be in the zone. All right. One of the things I'm going to give someone the winners. One is I'll just open this up a bit to show you.
Open the front cover, that'll do.
Yeah, I will. It's hopefully. Come on. Okay, we go to Adobe Reader. Try this. Yeah, it's 101 things a VA can do for your business. All right. So there's a lot of things that you're doing now at, say, you know, it could be done for $10 an hour. And I don't know, guys, I used to work out my time before, guys. In my heyday, I was worth $380 an hour, all right, in my heyday, right?
Mhm.
So basically, if I was spoke to you for an hour on a technicality, it cost me $380, all right? However, I saw that as an investment. That wasn't the thing, but this goes on and it starts down here somewhere. Where is it? Where's it going to start? Here we go. See, some of the steps. Record steps for a system, a video, edit and add to your website, blah, 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 blah. Now remember, one VA can't do these 101 jobs. It's like building a house. You need a carpenter, you need a plumber, a glazier, a carpet layer. Different VAs have got different skill sets. And I'll always guide you and say, hey, pull it up. You're asking my VA to make you a website and she's a LinkedIn specialist. She can't do websites. And then you think she's stupid. Well, if you can't do it, why would you think she could do it? Yeah. So now, bear with me, I've got to get out of this one. That was a VA one. And there's another one here we're going to give away, which is very good. Guys, think of Nike. Nike used to, I'm not sure about they do it now, used to make their shoes in Vietnam at about $20 a pair. Because I've had friends go to the factory and buy them. Think Nike, they make a $20 shoe, they put a tick on it and sell it for over $200. Yeah, that's what you call branding. Think McDonald's with their M, you recognize it, Coca-Cola, all those, the big brands. So this is basically a media kit for your brand. Let me see if I can open this up. Like I say, my VA does most of this stuff. I just pull the strings. Okay. Excuse me, guys, I've got a call. I'll just grab it and I'll come straight back to you. It'll take me 20 seconds.
So while he's doing that, for the best of my understanding, there's two things Jeffrey is offering. One is 101 things that a VA can do for your business. And the second one is this one. If I can read it properly, it's called Brand Media Guidelines. Okay, I'm assuming that's what the offer is. So when he gets back here, just hang in there. So Jeffrey, in your absence, I just said, am I correct in assuming the two things you're offering? One is 101 things a VA can do for your business.
Correct, a report, correct.
Okay, and the second thing is Brand Media Guidelines. Yeah,
this one shows your person or artist, if you know nothing like me, shows you, we build your logo for you, primary, give you some choices. There's your first logo. Second one, what not to do. Colors, what colors you want, you brand your colors. And the whole these are where to go. There's the sizes of what you need for your Facebook cover page. We build you all that for you. Your LinkedIn banner, whether you're going to do portrait, landscape, or square. The whole kit. Back in the old days, you send out letters and envelopes and stuff like that. And on it goes. Trim size for your business card, marketing material. Yeah. So basically, it's a total branding report. All right.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay.
So there it is, guys.
Now, so if you can stop sharing, we can spin the wheel.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm worse than Peter. I'm techno, what did I say, technophobia or something, Pete?
I think I'm better than you.
You are. You are. I know very little.
I'm joking. All righty. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Let me share my screen now. So we can decide who's going to win this. All right. And we're going to spin it twice. All right. But before I do that, just make sure I've got Pat, Yvonne, Sandy, Fred, Carol, Penny, Janet, Marlon, John. I'm leaving John in there. He had to go, but he was here to contribute. And Sharon Campbell. And once again, before we finish, Sharon, thank you so much for joining us for the first time. I'm delighted you could make the time to do that.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. And good luck with your dolls hospital. I think this is incredible.
Thanks.
I'd love to talk to you about that one day. Okay, here we go. Let's spin. This is for the first one. 101 things a VA can do for your business. Sandy Murray.
Well done, Sandy.
Woohoo! Okay. So.
That's fantastic. I feel like Pat now, just picking them up fast and sure. You see her.
Okay, so I'm now spinning it again for the second, which is brand media guidelines.
Ooh, Fred.
Carol
Carol.
Davies.
Yay.
Okay, let me stop the
Good
sharing.
notes.
So could you please make sure you connect with each other and work out with Jeff how you can get that, those PDFs, all right?
I'll drop my email into the, if you give me time, second Pete, I'll drop my email into the chat. I'm just writing down what the winners were. It was Sandy and the other one was
Carol
Carol.
Davies.
Carol, last name Davies.
I've got to go. I have another appointment at 9:30.
Yep,
Bye.
that's fine. We've been long. Sorry about that. Thank you very much for your
Okay,
contributions, everybody. Okay, best wishes, and I'll talk to you again same time next week. Okay.
See you later, guys.
Thanks, Peter.
Bye bye.
Thank you,
Bye,
Peter.
everybody from both of us.
Bye.